where love, life, and Christ combine. So today we are going to be talking about responsibility. How do you take responsibility? But before we get started, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more uplifting and empowering content like this. So get comfortable because we are about to get into it. Let's go. Okay, so what made me want to talk about taking responsibility or how to be accountable for your own actions or whatever else is earlier today I was just thinking about different scenarios that happened in my life and I was like, I could have been real I could have been really immature and just been like, this person did this way, so this is why I had to come I had to come at this person the way that I did. This person treated me this way, so I had to retaliate. You come up with all of these excuses for the reasons why you want to do stuff in life. Like, you really got to do the last hit back. You really got to get the last lick. But really, taking accountability and being able to be responsible for your own actions is like the highest level of maturity. You know that you're emotionally intelligent when you start saying, okay, I did this, regardless of what the other person did. It doesn't matter. I don't want to say they're irrelevant because that seems so inconsiderate, but their actions have nothing to do with you. It all is how you react to everything that's going on in your life. That is the most important thing, is what you're going to do about the scenario. So here's a good example that a lot of people will relate to. I could have an ex that treated me horribly. He was like the worst of the worst. He might have been one of the guys that ended up on ID. Who the bleep did I marry, right? I mean, I'm not trying to just shout out TV shows or anything like that, but it could be one of those scenarios. And I could be like, oh, this person completely just pulled the wool over my eyes. Oh my gosh, I never thought. I could really just start blaming, pointing the finger at this person. They really, really tricked me. It's all their fault. They're the ones that did this. They're the ones that did that. But it takes real emotional maturity for me to say, okay, I had all these red flags going off. I had all of these, and I'm not getting on any other people that are on those shows. I'm just saying that as an example because a lot of people can relate to missing red flags or wanting to point the finger at someone else. And so I could be like, oh, this person did this. They were like this. Can't you see how bad this person is? But when you look back over the things that your ex did or other people have done in your life, you realize that you had a part in everything that happened in your life. You chose to stay in the relationship when you knew it wasn't good for you, for the most part. I don't think that's everyone's scenario. There are exceptions to the rule, like TG always says. But also, when you're doing different things like that in life, it's really important for you to say, okay, what are the things that I missed? What are the things that I didn't do? I decided to stay with this person. I decided to be in a relationship with this person. I never checked with God first to see if this was going to be a person who should be a part of my life. You have to really go down the list. And TG likes to call it, look at the highlight reels. All of the things, the choices that you made in the past, you go back over it and you look at what you could have done differently, how you could maybe be a better person in communication, how you would have reacted differently. Not that you should go back and ponder on those thoughts or start to overthink about the things that you can't change, but it's so that you can have a magnifying glass up that you're looking at yourself to really see where you are weak at, maybe where you can be stronger at, or different areas in your life where you've made a mistake and you can learn to grow and evolve and become better in that area. And so as you look over different choices in your life, you have to say, okay, what can I do better? I could work I could work in a position with one of the meanest people I've ever worked with in my entire life, right? And at that place, and I rebuke all of that in Jesus' name, because I love the place that I work. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, and I don't know if I could say good or bad stuff, but that's the last thing I'm saying. And also, I could work at a place like that, and the person could be so mean, so rude, so cruel, so just spiteful and evil and everything. And they could say, well, I don't like her, she doesn't do this, this, and this. One of my old people that I used to work with used to say this thing that is so true. People can lie, but numbers can't lie. The numbers, and I don't mean someone manipulating and hacking a system or whatever else. I mean when someone's looking at the data, when they're seeing how many numbers you're putting in, when they're seeing how much the sales have went up, when they're seeing that you really have lowered this by this percentage, when they're seeing that you're heading all of these projects, when they see all of the stuff that you're accomplishing, they can't say, oh, well, she's not putting forth an effort. Obviously, you could see the track record. Obviously, you could see what that I've accomplished or that person has accomplished in that job, because numbers don't lie. So you have to really look at what it is that you can do to improve. And the thing that's the scariest to me is when people say, oh, no, I'm perfect. I don't have nothing to change. There's nothing that I could do better. I'm the best that I can be. Like, it's nothing wrong with giving yourself a pat on the back and having some affirmations and really believing in yourself. But you have to be real with yourself too. And you have to know that there's always room for growth. There's always room for you to become a better person. And you do that by learning from life lessons. You do that from taking accountability for your actions. You do that by being more emotionally intelligent in ways such as communication, such as you really taking a moment and saying, okay, what is my end goal? What is it, something that I really want to accomplish? What is something that I can do better in my life? And it's not just a unreachable goal. You might put little small habits or things that you do, like James Clear in Atomic Habits, that book, and you might just put little things, and each day that you do those small things turns into your big audacious goal, big hairy audacious goal, or something that you really want to accomplish. But it starts with you. You're the one who has to say, okay, I take responsibility. You're the person that has to say, okay, I could really blame the ex, the job, the mean colleague, or whoever else it is. But what can I do better? Can I get the numbers higher? Okay, I need to get the numbers higher. Can I really just use discernment and go to God and see if this person should really be a part of my life? Yeah, do that. You could really say, all right, can I, when I'm doing different stuff, can I be a better communicator? Can I learn better ways to verbalize when I feel a certain type of way? Because if you could really say, I feel like such and such, and you can really like elaborate on why you feel that way, it shows real progress. It shows real growth as you as a person, because not a lot of people can speak to why they feel certain ways. So those are all things that we can do to become a better person. So just like me, you probably are like, okay, I want to be emotional intelligent, but sometimes it's not just me. That might be true. But always remember, it's not your job, your duty, or your responsibility to worry about anybody else but yourself. Yes, you help people when God tells you to. Yes, you're a kind person, you're patient, you're understanding, all of those things, all of that, right? But the most important thing is you pouring into yourself so that you can pour into other people. You taking responsibility so that regardless what anyone else says, you know what you have to do. It's not about any of that other stuff. It's about you being able to say, okay, I take accountability for my actions. I'm responsible for this. I'm responsible for that. So give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching.